very often people say me that I will start thinking about money, how to invest them only when I have this money. But in reality, it doesn't work like this. In this sphere, investment sphere, there are a lot of situations when people lie you. So it is very difficult to find a really good asset and then to understand that everything is okay. So if you want to invest in stocks, you can open your broker account in any company, and it would be quite easy to buy like bonds, because if you go to organizations that are well known, that have great reputation, the fraud there is quite rare thing. So of course, if we remember, for example, the crisis that was connected with property loans, then you understand that in reality everything is not so clean and not so easy. But there are some instruments that are quite popular and that will not bring you a lot of money, but if you invest in them, you would have limited, very small risks. For example, bonds, it is like loan to organization or government. But if we talk about, for example, alternative assets, the process of investing is more difficult. So if you want to buy diamonds, if you do it in some well-known organization, then you would pay too much money. So the price to the diamond is higher, it is very big gap between the real cost of this asset and the price of some organizations. And what is more, you will pay a lot of commissions. If you want to buy diamond from a person, physical person, then you should know how to evaluate this diamond, how to understand that this is not fraud, because if we talk about deals with people, then the risks become higher, so they increase. If we talk about checking process, then you should be sure that everything is all right, and for this you should have some laboratories. Even people who work in this sphere for a long time, they can't be so confident in their decision, because some movements, if we talk about diamonds, can't be checked without special equipment. Then if we talk about, for example, antique things or pictures of the most popular artists, for example, if we talk about Russia, it is Ayvazovsky, for example, then you should know that it is more difficult to check that it is not fake. And again, you need laboratories. But in this case, you need laboratories anywhere. So even if you buy something in good organizations, there is probability that this picture, for example, or antique thing will not be the original. So there are some situations, there are some cases when even auction houses with great reputation sold fakes. So there is a mistake, there is a probability that something can go wrong. And that is why if we talk about investments, you should know how to control anything. Knowing this, you can come to the conclusion that it is impossible to buy something without knowing some kind of information that is connected with all financial sphere. So investments is a very difficult moment, and you should know a lot of things. You should know how to check anything. You should know trends. You should understand the price. You should know different offers. And I'm so sorry. And when you understand that it is quite difficult to do from the first attempt, then you would understand that you need the whole life that you should devote to the sphere. For example, now you don't have like $1 million, but you should start thinking as you have this money, and if you start asking questions, meeting with people, some professionals, in many cases they would not take money, so you would not need to pay them. People are afraid of finding some offers, of starting being involved in this sphere, because they think that they should pay firstly for anything. In reality, it doesn't work like this. In the investment world, you pay only for assets. All consultations, if we talk about speaking with managers who sell diamonds or antique things in banks, or gold, for example, in banks, or some people who are art dealers, then they should think that you have money. It is not like, yes, of course, you lie a bit, but you cannot say that you have such money. You can say that, oh, I'm interested in assets that cost such money. And people, professionals, they would think that you have this money, but you would not tell them that you have this money. And so you will not lie. You only interested in some assets that they sell, that they offer somebody, like clients. And for example, if you buy property, in the majority of cases, you will not pay for like first steps of choosing this property. So you will communicate with some realtors, some real estate agents. They will only show you this. So, but in this moment, the very important aspect is connected with documents and contract. So if you don't sign any contracts, if in your country you don't need to pay for like view of a flat, or if you don't really no, for example, if we talk about real estate sphere, then there is some specific, but if we talk about communicating with managers in the banks, where you can buy gold, for example, or if we talk about diamonds, buying diamonds in some organizations, there you will not need to pay for some information that they tell you about diamonds. And so that is why you should start looking for offers, and then you will come to the conclusion that in reality there is a very small percentage of good offers. The majority, in the most cases, you will have bad offers. So you will understand that, oh, in reality there are not so many things where I can invest, and that is why when you will have money, you will know how to invest. But if you only earn money in some another sphere, for example, you're not the specialist in investments, but you are like owner of your own business in some specific theme, like connected with cars or oil or anything else, then you will lose your money wanting to invest, because again, people very often lie, and they will not, and so you will not find a very good offer at the first time, and you need a lot of time to find something extremely good. Of course, you cannot lose anything, and you can pay more than you can, for example, but this is experience. You need practice, and the most important moment in investments is choosing, finding offers, not the process of paying money for this asset. Because of this fact, in reality, you don't really need money to start looking for some offers. No, you don't really need them. You only need time, wish to understand investment sphere, and a lot of patience, because you will face with people who want to tell you lie, who only want to earn money, not thinking about the deal itself, so they cannot think about reputation, and you will face a lot with lack of good investments. So you will in some years understand that there are a lot of rubbish in all financial markets. And if you want to invest your money correctly and with profit, you should know and be not like specialist, but be quite literate person in this sphere. And you can be such person only if you have practice. And I think that you should start asking for questions of brokers or people around who sell something, but they should think that you are a potential client. And you can say that, oh, I don't really want to lie anybody. Then you should understand that in reality you are a potential client. In some years you would have this money, but all people around should think that you have this money. Otherwise, they will not spend any time on you because they are selfish. They don't want to don't want to give you any information if they can't earn this money. So they would give you something like their time only in situation if they think that you are a potential client. And that is why you should behave as a person who is quite rich and who really wants to buy like a property for $3 million, for example. And then in reality you would have a lot of opportunities, because you will understand how much money you really need, what you like, what is your goals, and how you should communicate with such specialists. And then when you have this amount of money, you would not be like infantile boy or girl. You would know the whole specific of this world of big money. And people who are not thinking about you, but they think only about earning money. So you will feel in this moment, when you start thinking about investing and finding some offers, you will understand that you is for everybody. Anybody else is only like money itself. So you are not person, you don't have any emotions for them. So you are only a bag with money for them. And then you would change your attitude to many moments in your life. So it is very useful. Please, if you start doing this, write in comments the result that you have.